All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's the David Francisco Show. Hi, everyone. Hello. I've actually did my intros. I feel like very... There we go. That's better. Also, I want to move. I'm going to move this. Is this going to ruin? Is this going to ruin it? Am I about to ruin this? Because I got the camera right here. I changed the setup a little bit. I'm gonna confess to my sins, if that's a good way of saying it. I used to start recording, talking here with you guys. Hopefully you can tell that the camera's better, right? I used to start the show, like start the live and be here with you guys using another camera that isn't as good, actually my computer camera. And then when it was time to record the show, I had a camera, one of my phones was behind the computer camera. I was talking to that one. But a few things changed. I figured out a few things, and I think I'll be able to have not only great quality of video that you guys can see right now, hopefully this is good quality, but also I won't have to like start the show. It's not like we're doing like a pre-show here and then we start the show, you know? I know I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like chop it up and stuff. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Hey everyone, saying big highs in the chat. How's everyone doing? Hey Dan, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you there. Let me see how this is streaming, by the way. How does it look on how it looks on my YouTube channel? Because I think like the camera's really good. 2 days till purpose. Let's go. Absolutely, we're almost there. We are almost there, and I can't wait to see it. I'll be there, and I'm gonna see it all right. I'm gonna be there. How does this look? I'm looking at the YouTube right now.
Oh, looks
I'm gonna
good.
see it all right. I'm gonna be there. How does this look?
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
looking
pretty
at
good.
the YouTube right now. Oh, let's go. There was an update on the app that I used to use my phone as a camera, and the update actually makes it work, which is great. This makes my life so much better. So much better. 6 front row seats. You are kidding me. Wow. 6 front row seats. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I presume, is there any people like in this group that you're bringing to the show that are people that have never been there before? Very excited for the mystery teammate. Who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think the mystery teammate's going to be? That's a good question, right? Hey, Jamie, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Good to see you all here, guys. Very excited for today. And I think I feel like I figured this out, you know, like the way we're gonna do this, you know, the David Francisco Show. This is what this is, and that's pretty good, right? 3 that haven't been, 3 that have been. That's cool. That's cool. Did you make... Poor guys are like, hey, come see a show. You're gonna love it. Never been there. Are there wrestling fans? Do you have any non-wrestling fans on this group that are coming? I've got 4 standing tickets, says Jamie. Well, Jamie, I guess some people only have 4 standing tickets, and some people love the business. What do you think about that? You think about that for a second. Hey, Kyle, welcome to the stream. Kyle is one of the voicemails we have today. I know you sent me 2 voicemails, Kyle. I'm only going to use 1. I'll save the other one for next week. It's good to have content for the week after, right? Alfie, what's up? How's everyone doing? Welcome. It's good to have you here on the show. Hope everyone can notice the difference in quality in the camera, right? Looking better, you know? Mark Drew, what's up? Excited to watch it also being a raffle boy. Mark, Amira Blair is our raffle girl now. I mean, you can help her if you want, but she's been our raffle girl. Yeah. That's awkward. I mean, I don't want to demote you, you know? You've wrestled for my shows. I don't want to demote you to not being the raffle boy, right? I'm excited to watch it. Oh, it's gonna be good. What's your bets? Who do you think it's gonna be the mystery partner? I know who it is, but I mean, I need to know. I mean, if you want to do the raffle, I'm happy for you to do the raffle. Don't get me wrong. You know, do it if you want. No, Alfie. I didn't want to demote Mark. That's what it is. 2 of us watch wrestling a ton. This is for the friends that Dan has. 2 of us watch wrestling a ton. one come to Purpose before but doesn't watch wrestling at home much, and the other three are new to wrestling. Oh man, I love, you know, it happens a lot. People that are like new to wrestling, that I've been on the shows, that I've been there, right, on the Purpose shows. They come and watch the shows and they love it. Like I think I've told the story about this. It's just like a friend of one of the people that are in my team, of Matt, and his girlfriend came to the show, to the second show, the September show. And like they were like the last ones to buy a ticket because they bought the ticket on the day. It was like, I think the dude was talking to Matt. I was like, oh, what are you gonna do today? I was like, oh, I have this show, whatever, come check it out. He did. I was like, oh, I guess we can go. Hey, you want to go do this? Yeah, let's check it out, see what it is. I guess there's like, get some drinks and it's a different night out. At the end of the show, they both come to me and they say, especially her, this was amazing. I loved this. I want to come to every show now. And hopefully, I think they were there on the last show, and hopefully they'll be there on this one as well. I'm glad that like more people are like watching it and enjoying it, and that's good. You know, hopefully those three friends that you're bringing in will be the same thing. They'll be like, oh, this is awesome. I have like Keely. She's not a big fan of watching wrestling on TV. And I can't, not that I'm trying to, but like she won't, like obviously like I watch a lot of wrestling. She won't watch wrestling with me, but she wants to go as many live shows as possible. So yeah, that's cool. Hopefully, like, I think that the experience of the live show is different, you know. I think that's what it is. Excited for Purpose, Kyle. That's very good. Gives you very happy. Keep Mark away from me. Why? Oh, because of the finger. Mark, Kyle apparently broke a finger trying to separate Mark, Drew, and like Kieran fighting. They're fighting on another universe, the WrestleForce universe. Very excited, Ben. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Ben. Give me just a second, everyone. Don't screw with me, computer. Don't screw with me. I ran into my GCSE teacher at the last Purpose show. Very well. Wait, your GCSE teacher bought a ticket to the show? I love that. That's crazy. I like that. I love that. Honestly, that's such a funny thing. What am I doing? Press the wrong thing. This is what I want to press. No, let me do. There we go. No, you don't want to. This way. Oh, fine. Doesn't matter. I don't mind the Love Live shows. It's gripping. Gripping, she says. It's me? I don't get this, Mark. I don't know what you mean. It's me. Right! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the David Francisco Show. I hope you're doing good. Let's get the show on the road. And of course, like, because this setup is different, I'm not doing that thing that I was doing before where I would read the message here, but then I would record the show and I couldn't be reading the chat. I'll be reading the chat. We'll keep going back and forth. I got a different setup and I think I'll be able to do this, so this will be really, really cool. Not a happy start today. We had some bad news. Bad news. Sad news. I think that's the way to say it properly. We had some sad news a few days ago. If you go on the Knucklelocks Facebook page, it was also on the Knucklelocks Instagram stories. I haven't posted on the Knucklelocks Instagram feed. I want to. Just haven't gone around to do it because, as you can imagine, this is a very busy week for me. But Oisin Delaney, he was the owner of Knucklelocks, he announced that, unfortunately, Knucklelocks has ceased to exist. It's basically in the post you can see a big breakdown of all the efforts that Oisin has been doing to try and bring the project back up, and it's very sad. Basically, for those of you who want to know exactly what happened, is that once the pandemic came back, the viability of the business model of Knucklelocks wasn't there anymore. Knucklelocks wants to be a school in central London, and unfortunately the rent skyrockets, and it's just not possible, financially possible, to keep the school open as it was. There's a lot of issues of people promising things that weren't already there, and like the Facebook post will break that down even more. It's on facebook.com/knucklelocks gym, and because Knucklelocks is another profile, and and then you can read the entire story there. I would like to take this opportunity here on the show to give my perspective. And of course, I would love to hear yours. If you have any stories about it, anything you'd like to say, any questions, and feel free to leave me a voicemail. davidfrancisco.net/voicemail. And if you're watching this live, you can also leave your comments on the chat. We'll be reading them here in a second. It breaks my heart. It really does. Knucklelocks was it was the school that I've always trained here, and it's a big part of my identity. And while it wasn't perfect, and there's a lot of definitely dark spots in the history of Knucklelocks, it's still very special because such a big part of my life is based on what happened at Knucklelocks. First of all, my development as a wrestler. I remember, it wasn't Knucklelocks yet, but it was what eventually became Knucklelocks, and there's a lineage there. So, telling you about my training experience. When I came to London, one of the reasons why I decided to come to London is because of the Progress Wrestling School. At the time, the Projo eventually became Knucklelocks. And I remember thinking after my second training session, it happened to be that I never rode the bus in London. Every time that I was in London, it's been a few weeks. It's always been a few days, actually. It's always been on the underground. And I realized that I'd never been on a bus, so I decided to just hop on the bus, hop on the top of the red buses in London, sit at the front, and just like have that experience that I never had for the first time, which apparently is the thing. I know someone else that like was really excited, someone else that obviously didn't grow up in London, really excited about like the double-decker buses and riding the double-deckers in front. It's a big deal. If you're from London, it may not be a big deal for you, but trust me that it's kind of a big deal for everyone else. It's a weird experience, especially because you're so high on the bus. You don't have like the depth of field necessary to know that, to be fair, you will see the buses like in like a triangle, like you're on top of the triangle and the bus seems to be fatter than what actually is. So you always think the bus is going to crash when you're not used to it at first, when it actually doesn't, because it's just depth perception and stuff like that. It's a ride. It's literally and figuratively a ride. Anyways, I remember sitting there on top of that, on that front, on the front row of the first floor of the bus and by the window, and I remember thinking that I wasn't really good in that class. I definitely wasn't one of the top guys in the class, one of the best students in the class, and I just came from Portugal, where I trained for years and years in Portugal, and in Portugal, I wasn't one of the better guys there. I remember thinking and how excited I was over the fact that I have so much to learn, that I'm going to be exposed to these new opportunities to learn and to get better, and I'll be working with people that are better than me, and I'm going to be able to learn from them. And that was so exciting, you know. It was the realization of being a big fish in a small pond, and with the move to London, I became a small fish in a big pond. And that was exciting. That meant that I was going to become a better wrestler. And throughout these years, I think it's fair to say 5 years of training at the school that was known as Knucklelocks, I became a great wrestler. I owe a lot of the wrestler that I am to Knucklelocks as an entity, as a place to train, as a place to exchange ideas with other great wrestlers. A place to give me opportunities to just train with so many great people, right? I trained with Chris Hero is touted as one of the greatest teachers in the world right now. I had a seminar with him. I had a seminar with the current NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. I remember having a seminar with Pete Dunne, Will Ospreay. All those, the opportunities to sit under their learning tree and the ability to then create a relationship with them that still sticks to this day and be able to become better. I'm very thankful to the fact that Knucklelocks existed and that was there. And another opportunity that Knucklelocks gave me was the opportunity to explore the side of being a trainer as well. Knucklelocks gave me the opportunity of grabbing all that knowledge that I collected and paying it forward, giving it to the next, I'm going to call it the next generation, helping the people that were coming in and wanted to start a new journey in wrestling, and also those that were already in a journey and that I feel, and I still feel to this day, that I have a lot to contribute. And um and I'm just very thankful that I had a chance to hone my claws. I think that would be a good way to put it, in training there. I've done. I've had a chance to initiate. Hell, I'm gonna have. I can't say that I've initiated her, but I definitely think, and I believe she would agree, that I have a big hand in her training. Um, and I booked her for my show. I'm talking about Sapphire, right? Sapphire Reed, who came to my beginner sessions, and when she was almost at the beginning, at the full beginning of her journey, and is now a wrestler that I'm booking on my shows. There's so many people as well. Even if I didn't initiated them, I I was able to help, even if just a little bit, shape to become the wrestlers that they are today. And Knucklelocks gave me that opportunity and that chance, and I'm extremely thankful for that. And thankful for all the people that I now keep in touch with, and even just ask me questions as they do, which I love to answer and help out because of Knucklelocks. It's a very special place in my heart. And the third big reason why I love Knucklelocks so much and why it's so hurtful is and might be the number one thing is the people that I've met, the friends that I've met along the way. Some of my greatest friends, some of the big relationships that I have today, by the people that I have with that I have, well, a relationship with. What can I say? My big friends, the people that I deal with every day, that I've been through great moments and bad moments with, are people that I've met at Knucklelocks. Are my peers, my friends, my try not to be corny with the expressions that I use. You know, this would be the moment where people would put out my brothers of the ring or the family, and I'm not very, I don't agree a lot with terms like that because they have because the connotation they actually have or the way they're used is not the way that we think they normally are. But these are the people that are special in my life, and I think I don't need to name them. I think everyone can understand a little bit like those relationships that I have, and I can trace the big majority of the friendships and the relationships that I have with people to Knucklelocks. and now it's gone. It's hard. It's hurtful. I've known about it for a while, and not only that, but I've been helping out as much as I can and following this process with Oshin. I didn't have a big active role because there was not a lot I could do, but I was just trying to support as much as I could, if nothing else, just so I could be someone to talk about stuff with and vent. And I know how hard it's been for Oshin and Ashling to sort this out. Sorry, Ashin and Ashling to sort this out, and they're heroes. They've really tried, and it's good to see that there wasn't a lot of people that especially on the Facebook post, there was no one that was negative towards it. Everyone was understanding, and honestly, they wouldn't say this about themselves, I understand, but honestly, the amount of time and effort and money, right, and sacrifices that they've done only because they wanted to keep the school open. There wasn't an intention of profits. There wasn't an intention of anything like that. Like, and honestly, it was, all he needs to do is break even. All he needs to do is just make sure that the school is open. And they tried and they invest so much, and unfortunately hit a wall, and it wasn't able to possible to happen anymore. And that's a shame. But they're heroes, and they should be touted as heroes when it comes to the Knucklelocks story. They stepped forward and made sure that Knucklelocks would continue when it seemed like there was no hope for it. And maybe if it wasn't for the pandemic and the situations that happened that you can read on that Facebook post, I may put it in the description below, a link to it. If it wasn't for them, then the last 3 years of Knucklelocks wouldn't be there. So very, very, very emotional. The post came out on Sunday at the same time that I was at the RevPro show, and I was having getting ready to have my second RevPro match against, honestly, one of my favorite RevPro wrestlers right now, Yota Tsuji. So it was very, was a mix of emotions that I was feeling backstage, because I read the post while I was backstage. I think he came out before the show or during the show. Um, and yeah, it's very emotional. Where things like this break, other things will flourish, right? This doesn't mean that there's no training in London whatsoever. Of course there is. I'm sure there will be other projects that will step into the void that Knucklelocks is unfortunately leaving open right now, but it still feels like the end of a chapter, a bit of the end of an era. Can I use that? And I look back, mostly I look back at Knucklelocks with very fond memories of all the times that I spent there, the good and the bad, and a lot of lessons that were learned in so many things when it comes to Knucklelocks, and just grateful for a lot of it. Grateful to the people that made Knucklelocks what it was. Grateful to the people that created and maintained it and put an effort for it to exist. Grateful for the opportunity to make my name as a trainer. Grateful for the opportunity to learn and become better as a wrestler. Grateful for the opportunity of having all that time where whenever I wanted to, I had the key. I could just step through a door and be in a ring and do the one thing that makes me happy in life. Knucklelocks will be sorely missed. And if you've ever been a part of Knucklelocks, from the people that gave it a go and tried it, and even those that came to see the students shows that we had, all the way to Oshin, who was carrying it and maintaining it, I'm very grateful. Thank you for the effort and all that you did. Knucklelocks will be missed, and yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But yeah, not a lot to say. Not a lot to say on that. Just thank you for everything. If you've ever cared about Knucklelocks in one way or another, thank you. All right. What's your thoughts? Sad news, Barrett. Yeah, very sad. I can see you sad. F's in the chat only. What we were saying here. Sad news, Barrett is funny, Kyle. Well done. That was good. You said, who do you think it's part of the tag match? Oh, Mark, no, it's not you. Or is it? Is it going to be you or not? Hey, Cody, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Oshin is a tremendous guy, Kyle. Yeah. Hero. With all the things he did. He just couldn't do it anymore. There was nothing more that could be done. And yeah, and like even I'm sure he's like also burnout. Like it's so frustrating. You just keep hitting a wall, you know. You keep trying everything you can, and you just keep hitting a wall. And he was the person that was taking it more than anyone else. And just like I appreciate the hell out of everything you put into Knucklelocks there. I was saying, Dan, it's a weird one for me because like I've not trained there in person before, but like the knowledge that I would eventually was a huge part of what kept me going during lockdowns and the pandemic. That said, I'm insanely grateful for the online classes. They really cemented to me that wrestling is what I wanted to do. I'm super grateful for that. A huge thank to you and Ocean for how hard you worked to try and get things sorted. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, the online classes was a great thing. It's a great opportunity to, I mean, it obviously like it deranged. It's going to become something that I'm now going to continue to pursue. And once again, Knucklelocks gave me the chance of doing it. Right, there was a point there where, although I can't say that I was doing 100% of a full-time salary, Knucklelocks was paying all my bills. You know, I was teaching so many classes that Knucklelocks was paying all my bills or the majority of my bills. It's great, and I just want to continue to be involved in teaching and in one way or another, and try to, as much as I can, have that as one of my sources of income, you know. As a person who tried the beginner's class, I'm grateful for the opportunity Knucklelocks gave me. I'm glad he tried it. I'm glad he tried it, Jamie. I think everyone should try it. Everyone who ever thought, had the idea of trying it, should try it. And yeah, if you liked it, then hopefully you'll be able to find something new to do there. Great that you do it there, and thanks for being here. Yeah, great to hear from you. Great to hear your experience as well. Yeah, purpose is going to be good, isn't it, Cody? We'll talk about purpose here in a second here on the show. I was terrified to train a Nux, but it's one of the best decisions I've made. I know, it's mainly because you met me, Ben. Made your day, right? Made your life. Made your life, Ben. It made your life. Come on, confess. Did you see that Nino Bryant won the Mal Mason lightweight title a few weeks ago? Yes, I did, Alex. On the day. I know he did. He defeated Maverick Mayu. I think that match is on YouTube. Did Rumble put that match on YouTube? Or they said they were going to put that match on YouTube at some point. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Alright. Does this work? Ooh, it works. Then he plays more. Oh, cool. Okay, that works. Learned something new here. Made my life is a stretch. No, you know what a stretch is? A calf stretch. Made your life, Ben. Your life would be so much different without me in it. Your life would have no meaning without me in it. Confess, Ben. Confess. Today's show is sponsored by the David Francisco Patreon. On January 1st, 2021. David Francisco, that's myself. I'm talking about myself in the third person. I'm launching a Patreon. I have a few ideas for that, a few pieces for exclusive content, and being able to see pieces of content before everyone else. I'm going to use that. It's going to be a great way to support me, and just keep your eyes out. I'll be announcing more details on it, including tiers and what they're going to be throughout December. And the Patreon will launch on January 1st, 2022. If you ever wanted to show me some support, then that's a very good way of doing it. Also, I said 2022, Carl. Come on. Also sponsored by David Francisco merch. DavidFrancisco.net/ what's this side? DavidFrancisco.net/merch is where you can get things like this beautiful hoodie that I'm wearing right now. FRN t-shirts, Pepsi t-shirts, Alan t-shirts. Come here, Alan. And a beautiful... I'm not gonna be able to put this standing, am I? If I do it like this. That's good enough, right? A beautiful new signed picture that is out already, and I'm gonna order them. And it's another great way for you to support me if you want to show some support. Get some merch, some FRN merch, DavidFrancisco.net/merch. That'd be great. And yeah. Right, so yeah, I mentioned earlier that this weekend I was at RevPro. Yes, Carl, Alan, just for you. Last weekend I was at RevPro. I was able to come back after making my debut for RevPro as a contender on the 229 a month ago. On this month's 229, I return to face Lucian Phillips and Yota Tsuji. I am very happy with that match. I'm very excited for you guys to be able to watch that match pretty soon. I'm sure it's going to hit the RevPro on demand at any point. Did you watch that match? Do you have any thoughts on it? Send me a voicemail. That'd be great. And that was really cool. It was cool to do it. So obviously as a contender, it's a bit different because this is a great way to describe it and really helps me understand the role that I'm playing there at RevPro. I am not there to try and win matches. I am there to test myself. You know, so Lucian Phillips and Yota Tsuji are well, they're big names at RevPro, right? And I get to be going there almost as an unknown to that audience and test myself, and that's pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to continue to do it. Also, being a contender gives you front row seats to the RevPro shows. The York Hall show was incredible. There's going to be another one this Sunday at Southampton. I don't know if I'm going to be wrestling or not. So I think I'll find out pretty soon. I'll be ready to wrestle if needed, but if not, it's still going to be an incredible show. And I'm going to be there. RevPro has announced their dates that in 2022, on the first Sunday of the month, except on the January one, I think on that one it's the second Sunday of the month, they will be every month on the 229. And yes, I will be there, if nothing else, as fulfilling my contender duties. They've also announced that on January 29, I think that's the date, January 29, I hope I got it right, RevPro returns to York Hall. Main event is Michael Oku versus Will Ospreay for the British Heavyweight Championship. Sorry, the undisputed British Heavyweight Championship. Those are a few of the dates for RevPro there. I should be wrestling for some of those shows, so check them out. It's revolutionprowrestling.com if you want to see all the dates there. Let's talk about this weekend, though. This weekend is going to be big. Big things coming this weekend. Of course, we've been talking about it here. As you know, if you don't know this, I'm doing this live as well in the chat. And the chat is very excited about the purpose. It's going to happen this Friday. If you're listening to this on the podcast tomorrow, maybe you will listen to this afterwards. So it's Friday, the 10th of December. We're back. I'm looking at the ticket sales, and I think it's going to be a very fun crowd. A very enjoyable crowd. And I'm going to be in the main event. Yes, after the hideous, horrible attack by Destination Everywhere at the end of the last show. We challenged them for a 4-on-4. They've accepted it, and it's finally going to happen. Unfortunately, due to travel restrictions, Doug Williams is not going to be able to be a part of our team. Myself, Jordan Breaks, Nino Bryan, and Doug Williams versus Destination Everywhere. But we're going to have a special partner. We're going to have a surprise partner. All we can say is, Destination Everywhere, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Can't wait. It's going to be really fun. And besides that, RJ Singh and Jordan Saeed, they have a team name. I'm not going to say what it is. You'll find that on Friday. Against Lynch and Armstrong, that finally comes to a head. Sapphire Reed, we've talked about her here, will face Ava White. Nico Angelo will face Billy Hayes in what I think is going to be a show stealer. Trying to think of the matches in case you can't tell. Laurie Di Matteo will face Kira Kamira. And to replace LK Messinger, Elijah joins with, or teams with Sky Smithen, a partner they recruited to the team to face Ollie Peace and the debuting Jay Alexander. It's going to be an incredible card. Who's part of the Destination Everywhere, asks Alex Price here on the chat. It's the OGMO, Connor Mills, and Charlie Carter and Ocean Delaney, the NIC. They are Destination Everywhere. It's going to be a very fun show. It's this Friday. 2 days from now. Tickets are very limited. There's like less than 15 tickets available, if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to get them, purposewrestling.com is where you can find all the information about this show. Or if you get to miss this show, the next few shows, we've announced all dates for 2022. Next one will be in February 9, I think. It's all information is going to be there on the website, I promise. The day after, I'll be wrestling in Long Ditton, Southwest London. For South London Wrestling, it's a charity event, an event to help support the Red Cross. And I will finally have a one-on-one match with the OGMO. We've only faced one-on-one in a singles. We've only faced in a singles once. And it was when I cashed in my briefcase to win the Battle Pro Championship. And to be fair, that match was 13 seconds. I don't think it really counts. This is actually the first time that we're going to have a singles one-on-one match. And I'm very much looking forward to it. It'll be on Saturday in Long Ditton. Kyle is asking here in the chat. I might cheer you because I'm unsure if you're naughty or nice that day. I think you'll find pretty quickly that Santa Claus doesn't have me on his nice list when it comes to my actions in South London Wrestling. It's going to be very fun. Find their information on Instagram. I think they had like 3 tickets left or something, and they're running out quickly. So check them out. It'd be great to have you there. Very excited for that. And then on Sunday, as I said, RevPro Southampton, I'll be there. It's going to be a big weekend of action, and I will be vlogging it, and I'm going to put it out. I promise. I promise it will happen. Are you going to be in one of those shows? Were you at one of those shows? Do you want to send me a voicemail after you are in those shows? I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. The best way, if you want to be a part of the show, davefrancisco.net/voicemail. You can send me a voicemail, and I'll be able to hear it here in the show. I'll be able to do it here. Can't clap at I can't clap at the moment. That's funny. Let me see what you guys saying here. Next RevPro champ. Ooh, Ben. Putting a lot of pressure on me. I mean, unless you're talking about Michael, but I'm gonna assume we were talking about me, Ben, when you dropped that message there. I mean, the Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship is the biggest prize in RevPro. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship is the biggest prize in all of British wrestling today. I think that's undeniable. I think there's no one that can deny that, right? And the fact that I get a chance to eventually, I'm sure, wrestle for it by earning my way there makes it even better. The opportunity to become a contender appeared, and sure, there's a lot of learning opportunities, and there's a lot of great experiences that I'm gonna have in the way, but the number one reason why I accepted being a contender is because if that's what I need to do to eventually be able to get the Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, then let's go. Let's enroll on this journey. Let's do it. And one day it's gonna happen, Ben. And when I do, I will pronounce your name properly when I'm thanking you. Speaking of, I seen your messages there. You seen the show back. You pronounced my name right, you say. And you was very pleased. You know, Ben, I don't remember now. Ben Handelies. I'm going to say Handelies. I think that's the right way to pronounce it. Tell me on the chat if it's that way or if it's the other way that I don't want to say so it doesn't confuse this because of the delay in messages. Is it Handelies? Or am I doing this wrong? Let me know. Absolutely, I'm coming for that title though. Dave Francisco versus Will Ospreay. Yeah. There we go. Handelies, let's go. Well, it doesn't make sense in my head. Are you in a match not to win? Yes, I get testing yourself. Shouldn't you do that in every match? I'm a RevPro contender. RevPro contenders don't win matches. And the RevPro contenders know they don't win matches. As in, they're not good enough to win the matches yet. That's the story. That's the character there. You know? So, I shouldn't be wrestling like, obviously I'm trying to win the match, but I shouldn't expect to win the match. So the way you wrestle is a bit different. You want to show you can hang, you know, you want to show you can take the best shots and still be there. It's a bit of a different perspective, but it makes sense. So basically what I'm saying is that when I'm wrestling as a contender, I am not wrestling like I'm wrestling everyone else because, well, let's put the cards on the game here. I'm playing a different character. All right, I'm being a different wrestler, a slightly different wrestler. That's what I mean. I hope that makes sense there. When's the puppies match? It's on Friday. Mike. It's Mike, right? Friday, 2 days. You coming? Are you one of the 6 tickets that Dan bought to the show? Dan saying he wants to booty GMO. You're gonna get plenty of chances to booty GMO. Achilles saying it's me. You think it's you? You want to come and fight Destination Everywhere? I'll destroy you, say. What's the name of your finisher, Keely? That's what I want to say. You will call in the chat saying, I can't clap at the moment. I will cheer for you, David, as you kick the Destination Everywhere's arses. You can do the clap on the chest. You know, I've seen so many people, wrestling fans will do it. They're holding a beer, right? And then, like, they will do the little clap on the chest. It's really funny. Oh my god, Mike is throwing you under the bus, Dan. I bought the tickets, Dan broke. Hey, I wouldn't want to be your friend if this is gonna happen. Oh wow. Do you prefer being a face or a heel in wrestling? Asks Alex. I'm getting a kick of being a babyface lately, but I don't know. I used to prefer being a heel, and then like being a babyface was new. When I was doing my turn, I was starting to work as a babyface in more places, so that was the new shiny toy. And now that it's kind of balanced itself out a bit, I'm enjoying both, and I'm enjoying the journey of finding out, discovering who I am as a wrestler as we go. So I don't think I'd be able right now, Alex, asking the question right now. I don't know if I would be able to know how I would answer the question. I don't know what I would prefer right now. All right. I think winning the purpose raffle beats it, but it's a close one. Have you won the purpose raffle? Because I don't know who won the purpose raffle from the last show, and haven't contacted them. I need to be on top of that. The raffle thing is never a good thing. I know who won all the last few times, but I don't remember who won it on this show. Maybe Killy does. We'll see. You guys are getting an argument here on the chat. Can I get a match with Michael the next purpose show now that he said that? No, they're standards. Have the match outside, maybe. I don't know. Put it online. That has a lot in common with my ring finger. Cheers, Mark. It's broke. It's broken. Broken are two different things, Cal. That didn't work. Oh, the ring is... No, the finger is broke. No, it broke, but it's not broke. It's broken. See? I can't speak this language. Before we go into voicemails, I want to tell you that the Dave Francisco Show is also sponsored by Learn the Ropes, the new online platform for you to learn about professional wrestling run by yours truly, David Francisco. On January 1st, 2022, I will also be launching a Learn the Ropes Patreon, where there's going to be exclusive classes and content for you to learn the ropes of professional wrestling. Also, we're going to have more workshops. We're doing a promos workshop happening right now. In December, I'm going to be announcing more workshops very soon, masterclasses, private sessions, and much more. Just keep an eye out, and I'll be bringing you all the news here on the David Francisco Show, and I'll be letting you know more as time goes by. But just a hint, the Knucklelocks Facebook page and the Instagram account will soon become the Learn the Ropes accounts as we do the transition from there, and I continue to run the online classes from there. I'll continue to give you more news here on the Dave Francisco Show, but I'm very excited to keep going with that platform. And that's another way you can support me and have me as a trainer. Right. What are you guys saying here? The Rainbow Rampage. What is the Rainbow Rampage, Killy? Thinking you're going to have to send a voicemail and we'll talk about it next time. Describe it, or just describe it there in the chat. You came up with a name, but you don't know what it's going to be, right? I've yet to buy a raffle ticket, says Ben. I'm a crew member, so I feel like it's insider trading for wrestling. Fair. I mean, there wouldn't be anything wrong with you buying a ticket, but yeah, I think that's fair. I bought raffle tickets while crewing. Could just give the price to a little kid, Ben. Think of the children. And yeah, why not? I mean, it's not like you guys are like being paid tons, you know? It's not like it would be a prize on top of the price. I'm thinking of a Brock Lesnar quote here. I don't care about you kids. With a hard F. Right. Should we jump into the voicemail? Before we jump into the voicemail, chat, are you enjoying this format of the show? I feel like we are. I feel like this is going. I'm even going to do a poll. Enjoying today's format of the show? What I mean by this is, I'm not doing this thing when I'm like talking to you guys and then I stop and I record the show for half an hour and then I come back to it. I keep going back and forth. I don't know if you guys have noticed when I'm recording the show and when I'm talking to you guys, but I keep going back and forth. Are you enjoying it this way? I feel like this is working good. I like this. I like this a lot. And another thing that's gonna happen is that like this is gonna make having guests easier as well. You spin your opponent and drop them on your head. Oh, so you just described like 15 moves, Keely. There's like 15 moves where you spin your opponent and drop him on your head. You know? Glad everyone's enjoying it. Thanks for taking part of the poll. 8 votes. Let's go. You guys are engaged. I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you keeping me company. We're definitely going to continue to do these on Wednesdays. Wednesday at 7. Wednesday at 7, Wednesday 7:30. It's David Francisco showtime. You know. All right. Let's do voice notes. Let's do the voicemail. What? You gonna come and describe the move? Do you want to do it on Alan?
Yeah. But I'm showing you, I'm not showing the camera.
Okay.
So Alan's the wrestler.
Okay.
Okay. You got
So Alan's facing you. Okay.
He's facing me. I turn him like this.
Okay.
I spin him.
Okay.
And I go.
Oh, it's a spinning sitting tombstone pile driver.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a spinning sitting tombstone pile driver.
Rainbow Rampage.
The Rainbow Rampage.
Yeah.
Do you think you got the glutes for that?
That's the noise. We got neighbours.
I wish I could describe like the what she just did. But you can't.
The Rainbow Rampage. Rampage.
You can't call it Rampage though, because Rampage is an AEW show, so you're going to be associated with AEW. Rainbow Rampage is Rampage in July.
Rainbow.
Yeah. Is it July or is it June? Which one's Pride Month?
June.
June. Yeah, Rainbow Rampage is June.
Well, I don't know then.
Mark is saying on the chat she's an athlete. I can see it.
Yeah.
No, you can't. She's not on camera. And Ben is saying, true star of the show. Screw you, Ben. Screw you.
Help me up.
No, go do your own show. Go do the Kiliastic show. No.
I'm up, mate.
I'll help you out. Actually, you did it all by yourself. Well done. Good job.
Okay, I'm gone. I'm done with garlic bread. Bye, guys.
Get out of here. It's my show. It's on my name on it. None of you are going to get this, but I used to have, when I was in uni, I was like a big part of the radio at uni. I even like was at some point managing the project, and the show that I did for the radio was the David Show. But it's really funny how life is full circle, and now I'm just calling this the David Francisco Show. It's crazy. Right, let's listen to some voicemail. Well, now you don't want to play it. Come on. Tell me if you can hear it, chat. Oh. You can't because I'm not playing it yet. Let's try it again. Tell me if you can hear it, chat.
Woohoo! David, you little dinlo. I'm giving you the opportunity to tell the world and all your viewers how great I am. You can use this little phrase if you wish. Tapeness is greatness.
What did he call me? Could someone like spell what he called me?
Woohoo! David, you little dinlo.
Dinlo? What's a dinlo? What did he call me? That's dash space Tate Mayfair's dash space, by the way. The Joey Essex lookalike, says Carl Parrish. Joey Essex doesn't deserve that, come on. Dinlo. What's Dinlo? Dinlo. Dinlo. Okay. I just googled Dinlo the way you typed it, Mark. And it comes up with no W at the end. D-I-N-L-O.
Dinlo.
Dinlo. I'm saying it properly, apparently.
Dinlo.
Noun. Dinlo. Oh, there's W there as well. I guess it's both ways. A foolish or stupid person. Huh. I mean, I did allow a platform for Tate Mayfair to send me a voice note that loud. Of course I can come across as a Dinlo. Why would I want to expose Tate Mayfair to... I'm sorry, yeah, why would I expose my fans to Tate Mayfair like this? Basically, the question for those who don't remember, since we talked about it a lot, is how about you take this opportunity to tell everyone how good I am? And then he gave me his catchphrase, "Take this is greatness." Tate, you're as good as your catchphrase, and that is you're not that good. Okay? Let's break down this catchphrase right here. Tateness is greatness, right? We all know what greatness means. Sure, greatness may be subjective, but there's a pool of greatness, and we all, one way or another, drink from that pool, or we go and collect what our own definitions of greatness are from that pool of concepts that can be considered greatness, right? I don't have to break down is. I think everyone here can understand what is. Tateness, though. What the hell is tateness? What is tateness, Tate? You're hiding behind this word that you came up with, this rhyme that you use with it's great form, sure, but it's no substance. That's how good you are, Tate Mayfairs. Great form, no substance. This pool that people drink the concepts of greatness from, you're not in it. You're not swimming in it. Why would I have to say how good you are, having in mind that you do that yourself, apparently? Coming in on other people's shows and making it by yourself. This isn't the Tate Mayfair show. This is the David Francisco show. And we're loving the David Francisco show. Everyone is. Ask them on my chat. I did. I literally made a question as I'm recording this show, as you're listening to this. Enjoying today's format of the show? 100% said yes. 100% said yes. That's Tate Mayfair. So you can follow him on Twitter and Instagram. I thought it could be a good contribution to the show, but I guess he wasn't. Let's listen to the next voicemail.
Hi, David. I've always thought that you're a really interesting character with many different layers. So my question is, what would you say is the one thing that you do as a professional wrestler that no other wrestler in the world does?
This is a layered question, but I got an answer. I'm a layered character with a lot of facets. Sure, I try to stay as true to myself as possible, having in mind all the roles, figuratively and literally, that I'm playing around, right? But it's so easy to come out here and be like, oh, I am really good on the microphone, which I am. Or, oh, I am really good at this that we're doing right now, you know, using the new concepts of 2021 to be able to reach my audience, reach my fans easier, right? Or I am really, really good at striking and brawling in the ring, which I am. Or I am really, really good at throwing people around. But there will always be people that are as good as better than me, either right now or in history. And that's normal, right? It's not about being really good or bad at one thing. It's about the combination of the things that you're good at, right? I'm going to come back to this point in a second. And two, you can't reinvent the wheel. Everything in wrestling has been done before. Wrestling is wrestling, and to try and reinvent it too much can be a mistake. And I think that people that try to have something that no one has ever done, something that really sets them apart from everyone else, besides being the top or one of the tops in a certain category that already exists, but when they try to be really unique, when we try to go for this uniqueness, we lose sense of where we started from in the first place. The trap on trying to look for that uniqueness is that you then become so unique that you stop being wrestling. But the combination of the things, that's what makes us us. So the answer to this question is, Cal, the thing that I can do so good in wrestling that no one else can do is being David Francisco. Now, I know that sounds poetic. I know it sounds like it's a bit of a cop-out, but it's not. It's the truth. It's what I'm really good at. It's like you're really good at being Cal Parrish. A pun-loving, plastic chicken obsessed dude. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. Kyle left another voice note that I'm gonna save for next week, as we go. I got one more here to listen here. Lose as much as Ben. I don't understand what you meant by this, Ben. And yeah, having a plastic chicken does set me apart from everyone else. I don't think there's another wrestler that has a plastic chicken like I do. ESR, what's up? Welcome to the chat. When are you coming back to WrestleForce? Well, when WrestleForce has me. You know. I'm sure it will happen soon. There are a couple of dates that we've talked about already. I'll leave that to WrestleForce to announce what it is. But hey, wrestlers don't know. Don't go and ask a wrestler. This is similar to asking a wrestler. When are you... People from Portugal get this a lot, especially if they don't understand, if they're not like hardcore fans. So when are you going to go be in WWE? I'm like, it's not up to me. It's not like I can call and be like, hey guys, let's do this, you know? I'm sure it'll happen soon. And even if it doesn't, make sure you continue to support WrestleForce. It's a great company. And always gives great shows. Right, let's listen to the last voice note here.
Hi, David. How's it going? A big fan of the show. Just wondering, where do you see yourself in Purpose Wrestling, and just yourself as a wrestler, in 5 years' time? Thanks, mate.
This is really cool. I think this is really cool, right? We getting a message from the other side of the world. There was no name here. I was left as anonymous, but I think it's. I'm not really good with accents, but I believe it's Australian. And it's either someone from Australia that is like living here, or allow me to dream, right? Allow me to think this. The David Francisco show has been heard in Australia, in the other side of the world. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Ah. Thanks for leaving this message whoever you are. Thank you, I appreciate it. Where do I see Purpose in 5 years, and where do I see myself in 5 years? I'll start with myself. I see myself as a full-time professional wrestler, one of the biggest stars in the world, fans around the globe, my name being talked about, everyone that cares a little bit about pro wrestling. Yeah, that's where I see myself. As for Purpose, it depends. I am being very cautious about where I want to take it, because I don't want to be I don't want to put the cart in front of the horses. Is that how you would say this expression? Something like that. I'm dealing with the growth of Purpose Wrestling. I'm dealing with it in a very reactionary way. I don't want to actively try to make it something that the market isn't ready for. If by running the shows, I can see that the market only wants the Merton Arts space every 2 months, then that's what Purpose will be. If by running the shows, I can see that the demand is going higher and people want more, then I will dig in and try to do more with that, right? I think the answer to that, where I see Purpose, it depends on when the audience we were on wants to see Purpose in 5 years. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Who knows how it will fit in what my life is going to be, even in 2 years, let alone 5 years. Purpose started as a place for me to wrestle, and for the people that I like and that I want to give opportunities to wrestle. It would either be me doing that show, or probably no one doing it. So I want the show to exist. I'll make sure it does. Yeah, that's how I'm approaching the growth of Purpose there. So yeah. Hope that answers your question. Thanks for sending him in. If you want to send in your voicemail, you can do it. davidfrancisco.net/voicemail. Links to send will be in the description of this episode right here. All right.
Hi, David. How's it going?
This? We heard this. Okay. We heard this. I know what's happening here. Let me just do this. There we go. ESR, one of my favorite wrestlers too. Thank you. I know. I'm a big favorite of a lot of people. You know, I'm just really good at wrestling. It's hard not to have so many people saying that I'm one of their favorites, if not their favorite. Sorry. It's hard for people not to say like I'm not one of their favorites, if not their favorites. Having in mind just how basically incredible I am, guys. I'm a damn good professional wrestler. I'm not sure if you ever noticed that. But yeah, thanks for being on the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. What made you start Purpose Wrestling in the first place, says Mark. I think we discussed it, right? I just said it. It's just like there was the gap in the London scene, And I wanted to make sure that that gap was filled, right? If nothing else, so that there would be a place for me to wrestle. When I was planning Purpose, I was looking around and I'm like, I don't think there's anyone that will book me here. Yes, WrestleForce will. I'm always happy to be there. But besides WrestleForce, there's like, where else can I build something? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make my own shows. I'll build my own shows. And here I am doing it. Yeah. James Stoner for Purpose. You and him rematch. No comment. All right. What a show. What a show. What a great show. Everyone, you guys stuck with me there. It's been an hour since we started this this stream here, and I think I'm gonna call it a show there. It's been great. We talked a little bit about Knucklelocks. We were obviously able to do a little bit of interaction here in chat. I like this format. I think I'm going to keep it. We'll see how hard it's going to be to then edit it, because it's going to be edited and stuff to put on the podcast and whatever, but should be fun, yeah. When you come back to WrestleForce, what's your dream match at WrestleForce? It's a match against... Who's the champion? Who's the world champion right now? Voodoo. Basically, the answer is whoever the world champion is, that's my dream match. I want to wrestle for the world championship and win it. That's my answer, yes, sir. I'm in it to win it. I want to be a champion. So yeah, I guess if the champion is Voodoo right now, then that's my dream match. Thank you for the show. See you on Friday. Absolutely. Great to be here, guys. I'll be here every Wednesday. I think I'm definitely going to commit to being here every Wednesday. Let me look at my calendar here. There was going to be something in the Christmas period where I wouldn't be able to do the show for the last 2 weeks of the show, but that has changed, so I should be here for the foreseeable. I'm sure there will come a time when I can't be live on Wednesdays, but I will let you know in advance. The plan is definitely to have the FRN show live on Wednesdays here on YouTube, and then will also be available on podcast. The full show might only be available for Patreons, but there will be clips and there will be all that. So I'm still gonna like figure that out, how that's gonna work when it comes to the people that can access to like the full stream and then just bits of the show and all that. Even thinking if I need to get in like a separate YouTube channel for clips of the show, for the show itself, and just a lot of things that I need to think of that I haven't yet, because obviously my energy and thought focus has been on Purpose recently, and even then I haven't done everything that I wanted to do. So I just want to say that I have a lot of fun coming here and having these streams here with you guys, and it's just really cool that we get to do this here. And just like, I'm looking at the numbers of the viewership, basically. That's what I'm looking at right now. And it's been pretty steady. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate you guys being there on that side. I appreciate you guys jumping in when I drop the link. So Wednesdays after 7. We'll start between 7 and 7:30. We'll go like an hour or so. We'll do the David Francisco show. And we'll have some fun. We'll interact and we'll do some cool stuff. I'll make sure to keep announcing stuff if there's announcements here, and I'll keep you posted on the topic, so maybe you can even send some voicemails for the future. That's like the best way to help out. I love when you guys send voicemails. I don't care if it's a question. I don't care if you want to tell me a story about something. I don't care if you wanted to like prompt me to rant on something, you know. Just whatever it is. That would be great to do the show with you guys, to keep you here on the loop. So thank you very much. That's it for today. That's the show. That's the David Francisco show for today. Thank you very much for being there on that side and listening. I appreciate it. And watching. I appreciate it. We will be back next Thursday. Or if you want to watch it live, the David Francisco show is live on Wednesdays after 7 o'clock on YouTube. youtube.com/DaveFrancisco_1. Or of course on your favorite platform of podcasting. Or you can also watch the show on YouTube. Keep your eye out. I appreciate you being there. If you want to be a part of it, the best way is to send your voicemail in, davefrancisco.net/voicemail, and I'll talk to you next time. Cool. Thanks very much for being there on that side, guys. See you all next time. Bye.